come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they had the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now.
Leopard! Here we go now. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Taking it about the 16. Shreds the tackle. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
They go play action now. Lynch. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding time. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 15. So we have reached halftime with our score. Never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Lynch. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue landed. Gone. Detroit. Hurry up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver.
Have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
This is brought in at the 21. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take possession. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
Play action. Now Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts back, left sideline. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there at a big run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. An entire crew of Raiders, an entourage there to make the tackle. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here we go. Brad 38. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll try and start this. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. this middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that down.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action with Lynch. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let and got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
All right, here we go.
Lynch is going to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So out come the Raiders. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.